So if truth wasn't suppressed, I would be a complete advocate for free market capitalism. But unfortunately, a lot of our society and culture is built, and education is based on lies, and lies for profit and lies for illness and suffering. So,
who am I here with today?
my name is Gregory Garber. I've been in the Austin area a little over a year now. I've been on the streets pretty much most of that time. For a few months, I lived in subsidized apartment.
What happened to your subsidized apartment?
I wasn't able to keep my job because I was always sick. So I was evicted from the apartment and had to be back out on the streets.
In your current circumstance, you consider yourself homeless?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry to hear that, Greg.
It is what it is.
Fair enough. Now, you're here today, and you've kind of got a message for people.
Yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow. Basically, everything that we've been taught, the foundations of science, medicine, our education, and stuff, we've been fed a lot of lies. It's the great deception. There are tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of people within the United States, and this isn't confined within the borders of the United States, that are dealing with chronic illness or treatment-resistant mental health conditions, and they shouldn't be. They should be healthy.
Now, you said something earlier, you can heal from this, but you can't heal from that. Explain that.
Heal from this, but not heal from that.
Your alliteration with my leg.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, it's the human body is remarkable at healing itself, right? You break a bone, eventually it will heal in a cast on its own or whatever, or you scrape your leg or your hand or something. Within a month, couple months, depending on the how severe the injury is, your body is incredible at healing itself. So this is true not only for the skin, it's also for your internal organs and everything else. So given that, chronic illness doesn't make any sense unless you're dealing with infections that are denied, or you are being exposed to toxins all the time, either through food, water, or chemtrails or something along those lines.
So mental illness is at an all-time high.
It's scary high.
And the leading factor is what?
It's multifactorial, but it's not what we've been told. Anybody with a significant mental health history typically has a lot of childhood trauma, a very extensive childhood trauma history. A lot of sexual abuse is really prevalent, but it's too taboo to talk about. In addition to that is that many mental illnesses are due to chronic inflammation, chronic brain inflammation and such. This chronic inflammation is due to pathogenic causes that our medical diagnostics deny. So a lot of mental illness has biological bases rather than just somebody being mentally weak. They're actually dealing with an infection.
Kind of like if your hip hurts, it might be your leg.
Yeah, kind of.
It might be. So if your brain or you're depressed, it might be your nutrients.
It could be, yeah. It could be your gut microbiome, or you could have brain inflammation from parasites that actually cross the blood-brain barrier into the brain that cause chronic inflammation in the brain, which is going to cause fatigue, brain fog, depression, things like sleeping issues, things like that.
Now, Greg, what is your claim? Is parasites disabling the ability to heal ourselves mentally?
Yeah, your immune system, mast cell activity and stuff is being redirected towards combating the infections that our medical diagnostics deny. So your body, if you're dealing with lots of infections and stuff, then it's I'm sorry, I'm distracted with.
No, it's completely fine. It's in real time.
Yeah. A lot of people's immune systems are in hyperdrive, because you're dealing with parasites. Because we haven't eradicated for parasites within the borders of the United States or any other developing country.
If I was a person sitting at the top of a tower, making money off the entire population, why would I want my population to deal with parasites?
Well, profit and control. So if you deny the pathogenic cause to people's chronic illness, then you can just treat the symptoms forever, which is just a constant moneymaker. You get a subscriber for life, right? So take this SSRI, this antidepressant, for the rest of your life. Take this benzodiazepine for your anxiety. Take this statin for your cholesterol.
And you're dependent on that.
Take the insulin for your type 2 diabetes. And then you become dependent, and it's just an amazing business model for pharmaceuticals and doctors.
And it's illegal for you to not have health insurance.
Yeah.
They charge $97 in Adderall for a hospital.
Yeah, it's insane. It's an absolute insanity. It's an incredible business model, because if you don't deal with the root cause, then you can just continually treat the symptoms. And so this is medical fraud and corruption that I don't think people can really comprehend. We're talking globally over multi-trillion-dollar fraud annually. This is how big of a deal what I'm talking about is.
So what would be for someone seeing this, and they intuitively know that there's something living in them that is making them makes decisions that they shouldn't really.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah. Parasites influence or can even control our behaviors, our thoughts, our food cravings, things like that. So you don't have a sweet tooth. What you have are parasites that drive you to eat sugar, because parasites thrive off sugar.
That. Yes, sir.
So these are the type of things. It's really wild. And I have a website up that I've been working hard on. It's called notthatkindofcrazy.com. On it, you can find documentation. I've documented multiple parasites that I've been infected by over the past few years. And I've shared my healing journey and how various treatment protocols. I'm not looking to make any money on it. I do have a donation section if you want to help me out, because this is a real big deal. And they've wanted to suppress the truth, and they've done everything to shut me up. And this is a really big deal.
How long have you been, being an activist for this information?
I started going publicly on it in Facebook a few years ago, and then I started creating YouTube videos on this in March of 24.
So you have a YouTube channel?
I have a couple of YouTube channels, yeah.
Good deal.
Which are linked on my website. And I also have a X Twitter account, which is Matchbox sign 369. And my YouTube account, I have one's Matchbox sign 39, and the other one is subjectively -observed.
Now, Greg, if someone sees this video and they want to connect with you, you consider yourself a mentor?
Yeah, absolutely.
And how old are you, sir?
I'm 51.
51. Now, you're 51 living out on the street.
Yeah.
If someone could help your circumstance in that case, what would you need right now?
Right now, I just need the truth to get out there. I want to see everybody healthy and happy. I don't want to see everybody overweight and depressed and tired and angry and fearful and worried. I want to see people lifted up. I want to see people happy and healthy and connected with family and us having meaningful relationships again. Instead of being focused on screens and things like that.
And you preach out of naturality.
Yeah, I preach in terms of holistic healing, that if you change your diet, if you get sunshine, if you get plenty of exercise, and you don't have to be a gym buff, go for long walks, get the sun exposure.
Oxygen.
Oxygen.
I heard oxygen is a major proponent for, limiting cancer.
Yeah. Breathing techniques are critical. Prayer, meditation. There's so many things, and all this I've documented very, very clearly. I've outlined everything on the website, and I really, really recommend people check it out. I'm offering all this information free. I've not made a penny off of my social media or anything. I'm not in this for the money. We need a better world. There's just too much.
I think it's interesting. I asked you if you could to help your circumstance, if you could have anything,
Yeah.
you said you just want the truth to be known.
Yeah. It's we're in an epic age of deception and lies. We've been lied to pretty much about everything. The further more and more rabbit holes I go down to, it's really terrifying. All these chronic diseases, all these mental health conditions, they're just all skyrocketing, and they're all unnecessary. It's all fabricated. It's all been fabricated through our diet, through the spread of the parasites that our medical diagnostics deny, and it's.
Greg, if someone's still watching this video, that means they've connected to you.
Yeah.
What's your message to that person that's connected to you?
It's take accountability. Well, first of all, I want to say, if you're sick and you're struggling, you don't have to be, but you can't be passive. You're the main character in your life. So take charge and take control of your life, and be the driver in your life. And you can choose what you put in your body. You can choose what you consume. You can choose what you invest your attention, what you put your attention towards. You can choose to sit on the couch instead of going for a walk. You can choose, and
You create your own hell.
You create your own heaven or hell. We can have either one of them. And right now, hell's a real easy option, because the devil has made, or however you want to phrase it, the devil's in the conveniences, okay, for this processed food. It's all poison. It's all toxins. It's very convenient to go through McDonald's to grab dinner. It's killing you. It's absolutely killing you. Eat fresh food, eat eggs. Even if you're not much of a cook, cook a couple of eggs or something. It's so much healthier for you than eating things that have been fried in seed oils.
If I wanted to take action, what would be my first move? Would it be fasting?
Fasting is incredible. I am intermittent fasting. I don't eat until at least noon every day. And then I try to stop eating by around sunset or so. Breakfast isn't the most important meal of the day. Complete lie. Breakfast is short for breaking the fast. Breaking the fast. Breakfast. So when you have breakfast, you are breaking the fast. So the longer you can extend your fasting window, the more you starve the parasites. And if you don't give the parasites food, they die off, right? So if you starve them of carbohydrates, of sugars, of high fructose corn syrup, they're not going to live. And then you gain more. Not only do you get healthier, you gain more control of your thoughts, your actions, and you feel better. So fasting is critical. It's a critical key to overcoming the chronic illness and the mental health epidemic.
Now, I understand you want people to be better connected to the world and their families.
Yeah.
If you were to have a goal for this video, besides just getting the truth out there, what would you want to happen?
I would like the people who have been suppressing the truth, I want them to be held accountable. I want those who have been suffering to get hope, and to turn their lives around, and it's to regain purpose and energy in their lives. I want to see a stronger middle class. I don't want to see everybody so desperate financially. I don't want people living paycheck to paycheck. This just isn't the American way, the way things are today.
Now, you're currently homeless, Greg.
Yeah.
And you found me from the Missing Homeless video.
Yeah.
What is your what's your status on that?
On homeless people ending up missing?
Yeah.
It's really something I've heard about, but I don't have any first-hand experience with. I haven't seen anybody gone missing in my time on the streets, but I pretty much stay to myself. I don't have...
You don't camp up or anything like that?
No. I mean, I used to hang out at a park that was with quite a few people and stuff, but no, I've never had a camp. No, I pretty much stay to myself because I don't have any active addictions. I don't have any... I'm just trying to, I'm trying to survive as best as I can, and I just, yeah. So.
Greg, if I were to look at you in public, I would think you're a professor.
Yeah, well, I did teach at the university level. I have a master's degree in clinical psychology and neuroscience. I was working on 2 PhDs, actually, and when I got smacked with depression, chronic fatigue, hypersomnia, sleeping 14 hours a day and still being exhausted, and I left with a master's degree in shame, and that was in 2011. Then I got my master's degree and had to stop pursuing my PhDs. So since then I haven't been able to maintain any sort of employment due to chronic illnesses and things, but I've overcome those over the past couple of years. But
through your exploration with parasites.
Yeah, but given everything that I've found out, the system won't let me work. It won't let me earn any money. So I do have a support donation page on my website, button on my website, and
we're going to put all the links in the description, brother.
Right on. Any sort of donation.
Greg, I want to say this.
Would be great.
Talking to people where the world's at right now, talking to people like you is exactly what this channel needs.
Yeah.
Can I ask you, would you be interested in doing follow-up interviews?
Sure, yeah. Absolutely.
Awesome, man. If you were to spread a message to the world, what would you tell them?
Be true. Find your purpose. Be authentic, and find your purpose. I firmly believe that God has given us all unique, special talents, and I believe that every single person brings something unique to the table. But many of us are lost trying to please others or please society and fit in, rather than finding our divine God-given purpose. So find your purpose and run with it. Find your passion.
Man, it's an honor talking to you, Greg. I really appreciate you reaching out to me, honestly.
Yeah.
And we're going to honor this message and check your email, brother.
Right on, man.
God bless you.
God bless.